because I want to show you something really crazy. This is absolutely crazy. I read this and I thought I've got to share it because I want to get your opinions. So this is a story that has been shared. Okay, this is a story that's been shared. A couple of the newspapers picked it up. I think the Daily Mail picked this up. And anyway, I wanted to see what you thought about it. So this is what it says. It says, "Dear friends, it comes with great sadness." Let me just make it bigger. "That I am announcing the cancellation of the redacted wedding. I apologise for cancelling 4 days beforehand. Unfortunately, Redacted and I have broken up due to some recent and irreparable problems. We have decided to end our relationship and not go forth with any future proceedings. However, we are remaining civil and are still a team for our son. After hours of tears, mental exhaustion, and even dissociation, I have come to this decision. In 1 hour after posting this status, I'm going to delete my Facebook. Social media has caused me the paranoia and toxicity. I'll be spending these next 2 months backpacking in South America, exploring and ridding myself of toxic energy brought on by my friends and family." Of course, it's everyone else's fault, right? Anyway, you can be the judge. "The ones who I thought I could trust the month. Hence, I will be out of the country for all of October and November. Please don't contact me. When I'm ready, I may make a new Facebook and add friends and family that haven't redacted stabbed me in the back." How did all this come crashing down? Well, I invite you all on Facebook, players, bystanders, and side characters of people in my life, to take a seat and listen. You are all involved somehow. Somehow everyone is wrapped up in this mess. Even if you weren't invited to my wedding, I don't care. You might hear of the drama, and I'd rather you hear it from me. I'm not asking for sympathy. I just want to tell my story. Before I begin this mini novel and invite you all of you, including the redacted who ruined my marriage and life, to put yourselves in my shoes for once, and let me take the stage and let my voice something the most painful. Let me take the stage and let me voice the most painful few months of my life. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Ready for this? Okay, here we go. First, things were a fairy tale. I met the love of my life at 14. We were both young and somehow we just knew we were meant to be. We worked on my family's farm together, and each warm summer spent the fields, our love grew deeper and deeper. Fast forward to high school. We went strong all 4 years. He put a ring on my finger when I was 18, worth nearly 5K. We put everything online for each other. Everything. We both chose to attend the same community college and worked full-time in order to build our dream. We spent most of our days by each other's sides. I will always be thankful for that. Fast forward a few years, I was 20. I realised I was pregnant with my first. We were elated, tearful, and thankful to God for this gift. After giving birth to Declan, I knew that the next step would be to focus on my career and become financially stable. My ex did the same. We saved and saved. I was in love. I was happy. I was looking forward to life. We continued to work and even got our degree. It was hard, yes, but so blissfully worth it. We managed to nearly save $15,000 for a wedding. Since our love was like a fairy tale, we wanted an extravagant blowout wedding, one where our son could be included. We started touring venues and were torn between two. A local psychic told us to go with the more expensive option, and we thought, why the hell not? We just needed a little push. Our dream wedding amounted to $60K, all included with flights to Aruba. All we asked was for a little help from our family and friends to make it happen. I specifically asked for cash gifts. How could we have our wedding that we dreamt of without proper funding? All right. We sacrificed so much, and we'd only asked each guest for around $1,500. We talked to a few people who even promised us more to make our dream come true. My maid of honour, who shall not be named, pledged $5K, along with her planning services. We tearfully thanked and accepted. My ex's family offered to contribute 3,000. So our request for 1,500 for all guests was not redacted out of the ordinary. Like, we made it clear, if you couldn't contribute, you weren't invited to this exclusive wedding. It's a once-in-a-lifetime tour. So we sent our RSVPs and only 8 people replied and sent us the check. We were redacted livid. How was this supposed to happen without a little help from our friends? To make matters worse, my ex's family took back their offer. Suddenly, more people backed out, including the redacted maid of honour, my best friend since childhood. My second family. I was shocked and tearful. To make matters worse, it was only a month before the wedding. To cancel everything would have been more than $5,000. Desperately, we resent our invites and asked people to donate what they could. I mean, seriously, people, what is $1,000? What is $1,500? Clearly not a lot. It would have been quite manageable and within budget. I've heard people asking for worse. We also set up a GoFundMe. That got us $250. At this point, we were exhausted, tired. I yelled at my ex. I became unravelled. I realised my dream wedding was becoming a nightmare. Then it got worse. My ex came into the room and offered to get a Vegas wedding done. I laughed in his face, but he was dead serious. He wanted those cheap, raggedy, filthy, redacted, like Vegas weddings. I mean, whatever. Was he out of his mind? Am I some piece of trash, a hooker? Am I supposed to like the idea of getting married in the heart of shady gamblers, alcoholics, and the get-rich-fast fallacy? Suddenly, my body began to shake as I entered a panic attack. My ex left the room and didn't apologise for his horrid suggestion. Then I called my maid of honour and cried my eyes out. Instead of sympathy, I was told that I was asking way too much and I should stick to my budget. I mean, no words could describe how could someone who offered me thousands of dollars then deny me my promised money and then tell me to shift down my budget. She knows my dream was a blowout wedding. I just wanted to be a Kardashian for the day and then live my life like normal. I called her a filthy, poor excuse of a friend and hung up. Then she blocked me off all my social media. Rumours swirled. I received anonymous threats. My ex stayed out later and later. I have a feeling he even cheated. My bridesmaids climbed the boat with my maid of honour and dissed me. They essentially told me I was crazy. They asked for their deposit back. So I said, I refuse to give it back until they can pay me back for their emotional distress. My ex started to talk behind my back to the maid of honour and gossip. I overheard him talking in the basement when he called me a stuck-up, you know what? Okay. I can't read that last bit of line because it was under there. Anyway, goes, anyway, I'm exhausted. I am bone tired. My heart is not the same. It's cold, fragmented, empty. I need to get away from this awful society. How hard would it have been to donate, friends? Do I matter to you? Just give me the money for my wedding. I won't even sugarcoat. I won't even pretend that's not what I wanted. It was for a dream. I was stabbed, cheated on, and I don't know what that means. Goodbye, see you in 2 months. Friendly reminder to don't think you owe me. I am cutting all of you snakes off. I am living my life alone now. Only letting those I believe to have good intentions. It says, I have no words. You're out of your mind. What happened to you? Who on hell expects that amount of money? So here's the thing. Was she unreasonable? I think she was unreasonable to expect that. I mean, it's your wedding, it's your dream. No one else should have to pay for that. But look, tell me what you think in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.